Hello, everybody. This is the K&B Music Den, and I'm Keith,
I'm Brad.
and we're here to do another album review. There's so much great music coming out in
Great
2022.
week. Great week.
Yeah, this week in particular.
Yep.
So we talked about Ryan Adams already, his new album FM. So check that out if you haven't already. And now we're going to talk about the new Jack White album called Entering Heaven Alive.
Can you see it, guys?
And there it is.
Sent to us by Third Man Records.
Oh, yeah.
Due to how great we are.
Yeah.
Not really. I didn't buy this, but in the future.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Once you hit 2 subscribers, which is the 2 people doing the videos,
Yes.
Third Man Records likes to congratulate
Yes, exactly.
But hey, speaking of, now with Ryan Adams, it was his 3rd album this year.
Mhm.
He's always been known as being prolific. And Jack White is prolific as well. He's got different projects, obviously, from the White Stripes originally.
Yep.
Solo work, The Raconteurs, Dead Weather,
Jeez.
Lots of stuff. But this is his 2nd album this year.
Yes, it is.
So Fear of the Dawn came out earlier this year, a very rockin', edgy
Yes.
affair, which I loved. Did you like Fear of the Dawn?
I liked Fear of the Dawn.
Okay.
I didn't love Fear of the Dawn, but I liked Fear of the Dawn.
Okay, fair enough. But hey, we're here to talk about
Yes.
the new one, Entering Heaven Alive. Now, I was getting the impression leading up to this album that it was going to be a little bit more of a mellow affair. Not necessarily that Fear of the Dawn was completely electric and this was completely acoustic. But, that's kind of the impression I got leading up to it. How about you?
They're definitely on opposite ends of the spectrum, I would say, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, typically, I lean more towards the more acoustic because I think a lot of the lyrics and the stories of the songs kind of shine through more when they're not,
Yes.
a wall of sound of guitars, which is fun and awesome
Oh,
too.
it is.
Don't get me wrong. But first impressions, Mr. Vinyl.
Yeah, I had to go get the vinyl.
Yeah,
For
well, that
me,
tells me something.
Yeah, this album to me was fantastic.
Great, great.
I would say this is my favorite solo Jack White album.
Wow.
So, I mean, right there's my coming right out and just saying it. I think this thing, I can't find more than maybe one song that I would leave off the album. It was fantastic. So, I mean...
Wow. I can't wait to hear which song that is later, by the way. We'll get to that, I'm sure. I love the album. I thought he was smart to release them separately.
Mhm.
Because I think if he put it out as a double album, people would have been very impressed, I'm sure. But I think some of the songs on both albums may have gotten a little lost in the shuffle with so much material all at once.
That's true.
So I think it was smart to release them separately. We had to wait for this bad boy right here. And I agree. I mean, he's another one similar to Ryan Adams in the sense that I don't really remember hearing anything that Jack White has been a part of, even as a producer, that has been bad or even weak. You like ones more than others, of course, like you just said. This is your favorite, which is very interesting to hear from me. I'd have to think about that, and we'll put ourselves in the spot.
I was going to say, I mean, you should have already thought about it.
Well, true, yeah. Well, some of us do our homework. Some of us
Whoops.
don't.
Yeah.
And some of us buy the vinyl.
Exactly.
Any standout tracks?
A bunch.
I was going to say, well, sounds like almost all of them.
Now, I haven't memorized the album names, the titles yet, just because of...
Don't block your face.
Yeah, and I can't block my face.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What was the name of the one song? I'm going to have to pull it up here. It's If I Die. Or If
I Die Tomorrow?
Oh, my gosh.
He did that on one of the late night shows, by the way.
Stellar song. I mean, lyrically, musically, I mean, that's one of my definite standouts. Gosh. How about you? What was your favorite song?
Well, now, I heard this song before the album even came out, and I thought, wow, this sounds like a classic White Stripes, Jack White thing.
Yeah.
Love is Selfish.
Okay.
I mean, I know that's an obvious pick, but it reminds me of some of his classics from White Stripes, like We're Gonna Be Friends, like that song, for example.
Yeah.
It just has that vibe, and the lyrics are fantastic. There were other songs that stood out to me. Actually, I found it interesting that my favorite tracks on this album were all right in a row near the middle of the album.
Really?
Yeah, so it started with Love is Selfish.
Okay.
And then the next track, which I'm cheating with my notes here, I've Got You Surrounded with My Love in parentheses.
Okay.
And then Queen of the Bees. Those 3 right in a row. Now, when I first heard Queen of the Bees, I was like, meh. And then the next time I listen to the album, I'm like, okay, it's part of the flow. Because Jack White likes to do these songs that are, I don't want to go so far as to say vaudeville sounding.
They are sometimes,
But
though.
maybe they are.
Yeah.
But he usually throws at least one of those kind of songs that sounds like it was from way back in the
Yeah.
day. Like, I mean, like 20s, 30s. But I think that's actually really
Really
cool.
cool. It is. It is.
Because not many people do that. Or can do it well
Yep.
if they try. But yeah, Love is Selfish, I think, is just going to be one of those songs that endures for him and is like among his best ever,
Mhm.
you know,
Really?
in
Best
his-
ever.
in his career. Oh, yeah. It's a fantastic song, in my opinion.
Now, see, I'm looking here because the one that I would have left off is one you just mentioned is one of your favorites.
Queen of the Bees.
No,
Oh.
I don't mind Queen of the Bees. That
Oh.
one grew on me. I actually kind of enjoy it. I've Got You Surrounded.
Really?
I don't particularly love. And that was the one song where I was like, that one I can skip over.
Well, it is. It's
But-
more of like a sound collage, and it doesn't really have as much of a song structure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't just the way it was produced, which his records always sound fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
Which we all know that. But the way that song kind of just crept along, and I don't know, just something about it I enjoyed.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like we were saying about the last artist, Ryan Adams.
Yeah.
He doesn't make a bad song. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
this is the one I would have left off.
Degrees of brilliance.
Yeah,
there,
exactly,
folks. That's
exactly.
all we're talking about. Degrees
Yep.
of brilliance.
Just a step on the ladder. But
yeah.
okay, my big question now: Gently. I mean, the Gently version versus of You Taking Me Back. Which way do you prefer it?
I prefer the On Fear of the Dawn.
Really, I
Yeah.
prefer it much more on this one.
Really?
Yes,
I
I
like
love the instrumentation.
I like it. I think it's fun. Again, I think it's one of those throwback kind
Yep.
of nostalgic kind of
and he does that
vibes.
so well.
He does.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the edginess on the Fear of the Dawn version that just kicks you in the teeth,
Okay.
as I like to say. But yeah. Let's see. There were other things I wanted to mention. I'm cheating, folks. I'm looking at my notes again.
Got to do notes, guys.
Gotta do notes.
We've only had the album for 2 days.
I should
Two-
probably have them
2
up
days,
here so
yeah.
I'm not going like this. I wanted to say now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a musician, songwriter. I've played bass for a lot of my life. I've switched to guitar more recently, but I couldn't help but notice the killer bass work on this album. Now, I should have done more research. I don't know if that's Jack himself or just someone in a band he put together for this album. But kudos to whoever's playing bass on this album, because the sound of the bass lines,
Yeah.
are fantastic. Oh, I do want to bring up some specific lyrics, if you would indulge
Oh,
me.
I'm curious. Okay, I was about to say, as soon as you got there, I was like, there's something I got to say too, so I'm curious.
Okay. So, and you know what? I'm tired of looking down, so I'm just going to bring this up here. Oh, we take notes. Oh, no. Now you know our evil truth. But I was talking about the song Love is Selfish.
Okay.
And the bridge on that song, I love these lyrics. Check this out, folks. I'm on a train, but I cannot rest upon it. I'm on a train, but it won't stay on the rails. And I've got a sailboat with her name painted on it,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to sail.
Yeah. No, he had a lot on this
A
album.
lot of great lyrics on this album.
I think for me, the very first line is one of my favorite first lines of any record of all time.
Okay.
Ask yourself if you're happy. What is it? How's it? I didn't write it down, guys. I didn't do my notes. But it says something like, ask yourself if you're happy, and then you'll see that you're not, or something. That's a tip from you to me, or something.
Oh, and that's a song's called
Oh
A Tip
my
from Me to You, or
gosh!
whatever it's
What a
called, yeah.
fantastic! I was like, that is a unique line. Like, 'cause it's right. Don't ask yourself, because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he's a great lyricist.
So yeah, lyrically throughout the album, fantastic. I mean,
Yeah. Well, and something else, I want to go over another lyric quick too, but before I forget, and I noticed this is a difference from Fear of the Dawn and some
Okay.
of his other work, solo and White Stripes, but his voice seemed a lot more melodic and subdued throughout a lot of this album. So when he did go up into that infamous Jack White higher voice,
Yeah.
I like to call it affectionately, I like to call it the Jack White squeal.
yeah.
When he did go there, it was more effective because he didn't do it the whole album.
Oh yeah. No.
So I just wanted to point that out. That's my opinion. But a quick lyric snippet. The ending of the song called All Along the Way. I love these lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You turn my fear to bravery when the sunlight hits your hair. It's like the whole universe was made for me. And I trust so much that we'll find our way. We'll have love, our love, all along the way. Great stuff.
Oh, I'm telling you, this. I
Yeah.
think this is his best solo work. I mean, I can't think of. If you put me against the wall and said, "All right, pick a better album that he's done solo," I can't.
I'm not going to put you against the wall.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, folks. I don't. Yeah, well, it's a question we are going to traditionally ask with these reviews, folks, is, the rest of the discography, how does this album stand up? And with Jack White, he's got so much other stuff. It's easier to just look at his solo work in this case. I'm a big fan of Fear of the Dawn. I really love that album.
Okay.
Now, I love this album, too. Don't get me wrong, folks. There was There was Blunderbuss, there was Boarding House Reach, and there was Lazaretto.
Oh, yeah.
So those are the big 5.
And then, like you said, Fear of the Dawn. Yep.
Yeah. So 5 again, just like with Ryan Adams. So I'm not going to be able to rank them all right now. But as far as this one that we're talking about here today, Entering Heaven Alive, I'm going to say for me it's probably going to sit somewhere around the middle of those 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what he does with electric guitar. Now, I know earlier I said that I tend to lean more towards mellow acoustic stuff because then the lyrics come out more and the story gets through more-ish, but with Jack White, he's got such great guitar tones.
His tone's wonderful.
And he knows how to make a record. So with him, I actually lean a little bit more towards the heavier stuff. But again, this is a fantastic album, folks. You will not go wrong if you pick this up. So yeah, I think that's about all I had. On this one.
Pick it up. Definitely pick it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd give it a really high grade on this one. So
yeah, and I agree. And I've been looking at Fear of the Dawn on vinyl. I've been eyeing it up. Have not pulled the trigger yet, but now that I see this beautiful album, you want to hold that up again for us?
Sure.
By the end of the year,
whoa, look at that
glare! Look at that glare.
She kind of looks like an ex-girlfriend of mine too.
Oh, she does.
Doesn't she? You know which one?
Yeah, I do know which one. I do know which one. Yep, throwing that out. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now we know why. No. But I'm leaning towards getting both these on vinyl by the end of the year now.
There's no reason not to.
Might put this one on my Christmas list, see if Santa comes through for me. So yeah, Jack White, another great new album, his second of the year. Again, some of these artists using some of this time through the pandemic. The pandemic is still going. Hopefully not as raging as it was before. Because there are more live shows now, obviously. Because anything's more than nothing that we had before. But it seems like some of these artists have really used this time to write and record.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And last year was great. This year is stellar.
Yep.
We're going to be able to do a lot of reviews and other content that we're going to sink our teeth into, which we'll get you folks in on soon enough. But we figured we start with some reviews because it's been such a great time, and even just this week, this past week. So anything you want to add there?
No, I mean, again, I'm a big fan of this album, and like I said, I have this set as a top, so pleasure listening to this one.
Awesome. Well, and I can see it's still in the shrink here, so you're gonna have fun spinning that. Maybe
Absolutely.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe tonight. All right. So again, for Brad, I am Keith. This is the KNB Music Den. Folks, we're having so much fun doing this. We're going to do a lot more videos for you. We are fresh out of the shrink wrap ourselves. We are just getting started, so please, 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 I'm not above begging. Like, follow, subscribe. The main thing is to subscribe to the channel. We just want to get our content out there. And please comment, what do you think about this album? Did you love it? I don't think anyone would hate this album necessarily.
Oh, no.
Especially anyone that clicked on a Jack White video, you would think.
Exactly.
But, please, this is interactive. I'll only say this once. I hope there isn't even need to say it, but the internet can be a jungle. So please, let's keep comments, positive. And you can disagree, but you can also do it respectfully. Not necessarily even just with us. We have thick skins, but for the other commenters, if you comment under someone else's comment and you disagree with them, just do it with class and respect. Just be a decent human being. That's all we ask. I guess now we
That's all he asks.
Yeah,
I don't care.
He doesn't care, yeah. He thinks it's funny. I'm not going to lie. But I do not. So, as I laugh.
Yeah, right.
So, anyway, once again, we're wrapping it up here. Jack White, Entering Heaven Alive. Go check it out, and we will see you soon with another review. Take care, folks.
Bye-bye.